Getting real close to it. All right.
Survival. Class.
Are there any Marth players in tonight's bracket, or anticipating to meet?
Sippin'.
Okay. And how would you describe his playstyle?
He's like that typical Marth that you would think of, like, all the random F smashes and, strong edge guards, maybe a little bit weaker neutral than most Marths, but, he's a pretty average Marth player.
Okay. And what ways does he beat you?
Catching me running in. Lots of, beating me, for center stage control.
Okay. So why don't we just like go through a couple of common situations that happen then? So stuff like that?
Yeah. Holding center stage far better than I can manage to break through.
Okay. Well, a couple times when I'm just throwing out attacks here, you did just run into them.
Yeah.
This is okay. I want you to notice something. Yeah, right now you have a hard time just coming closer to me and then picking a better move, right?
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel what I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
Like, there should be some degree of you getting more and more comfortable with this, but instead you're kind of feeling the same. Right?
Yeah.
A better player would kind of like inch his way forward and kind of feel it out, but right now you're still getting swatted by it. It's a little better. Good. Right, a little bit more patience. Right, and you're looking at the horizontal spacing a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Right, and that time you kind of just ran into me. So, I have an exercise for this kind of case, okay? Alright, so I want you to stand still. Alright, and I want you to know how far some of my moves go, okay?
Yeah.
So, at this distance, I cannot F-smash you, right?
Right.
Okay, but at this one I can.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry, I don't want you to move. Right? So, do you see how like I can change my distances as I'm hovering with this hop?
Yeah.
Right? And so you have to be aware of where my F smash is gonna land, right? Or if I can dash forward. Right?
Yeah.
Do you see how it's like a pretty big space?
Yeah.
Right. So one thing I noticed is that imagine we are switching roles, okay? Sometimes you would kind of run like this and stop right in front of me. Right? You
Yeah.
kind of hit the dash and then you just kind of stop right in front of me. right? And you don't want to ever stop right in this zone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So here's the exercise I do. And I've done this exercise on my stream before.
Training Mohawks. Fox. Mark. Go.
Alright, can you move?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so remember how I said like about this range, right?
Yeah.
Is where it's getting tricky or like ambiguous if I can hit you or not, right?
Yep.
So I want you to kind of imagine that in front of Marth is this motion sensor bomb, okay?
All right.
Can you move around on the right side of the stage in unique ways without hitting the motion sensor bomb? Right? So hold up 1 second. I want you to notice that the motion sensor bomb is actually quite big, right? So look at me. Don't move, don't move,
Yep.
don't move. Right? So it's actually quite large.
Yeah.
Right? And so you have this amount of distance, right, to move around the stage. Right? Can you move around the stage for me on the right side in unique and different ways? Okay, so there are a couple times you come up to the mine with your back to the mine. Can you make sure that every time you get close to the mine, your face is forward?
Sure.
Right? So you're not mixing in wave dash down. You're not mixing in shield stop. And
Yeah.
you can also just do slower dash dances. And you're noticing right now that you don't have good control on your movement when there's a restriction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The restriction is you're not allowed to go too far forward. Right? But you've never practiced this movement restriction.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? You've always just willy-nilly'd it past a certain point. Right?
Definitely.
And what I'm noticing is if a Marth is standing in the middle and you're running into his moves, that means you don't have the restraint to get close and then stop.
Yeah.
Right? So I want you to get close to this mine. I want you to get close to it and then to full hop over and hit me. Remember, the mine is very large. Yeah.
Oh.
So, there you go. Move in different ways. Yep, and then, exactly. Right. And you can wave dash down, you can shield stop, you can do other things, right? But the point is now you're thinking about a threat in front of him, right? You're not thinking about exactly where Marth is, you're thinking about something in front of Marth.
Yeah.
Right? So now you need to display some control on your movement. Yeah, and you can jump, you can double jump. There's lots of different ways to approach this, right? And eventually you'll find different ways to cross this mine in our fights that involve just literally dashing through the mine, right?
Yeah.
But right now, I just need you to respect the distance at first. There's too many times where you inch forward and you literally just get hit by Marth's F smash because you're not stopping. Right, so like when you wave dash forward just a little too far. Right, and think about wave dash down if it's just too hard, right?
Yeah.
So like, this is a good one. Mine's really big.
Yeah.
Right, so use this practice mode yourself, right, with
Yeah.
that bomb, or the motion sensor bomb, and also just try to imagine it in our fights, okay?
Yeah.
So I'll show you this distance again. Right, walk a little closer. Okay, that's enough. Roll back once. Okay. So when you're here, I cannot hit you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? There's no such way I can hit you without you kind of like knowing what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Right? That's the one exception, like a big dash attack. Right? But if you ever can like move in such a way where you stop at this distance, you'll always be able to react.
Yeah.
Right? So like we're like dancing around, dash dancing, and like let's say I get too close to you. Right? Let's start here, right? Come to me a little bit, yeah. And so if I start dash dancing too close to you, you can always back off, right? You can always start dashing to the right a little bit, exactly, to recreate that space. Okay?
Yeah.
But if I dash dance and pressure you to here while you're in the corner, then you have to kind of make a play, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, you don't have to make a decision until you see the distance closing in, right?
Yeah.
And so there's too many times where you would be rushing in before choosing to like stop at a safe distance and assessing it. Right? And you just need to control yourself a little bit more. Wave dash down will help, and running shield will help. So yeah, think about wave dash down and running shield. Right, so I still need to see a little bit better wave dash down from you. Yeah, get close to me and then wave dash down. Yeah. And then do different versions of that. Get close to me, wave dash down. Don't wave dash down. Don't wave dash down into this.
Alright.
Go back to that discipline we talked about with the landmine. You need to wave dash down way more accurately. Right? Don't let the dash dance stop your wave dash down.
Yeah.
I think you're also overcomplicating your dash dance movement. You don't have to press left right like 7-8 times, right?
Yeah.
Just once forward, once back, once forward, wave dash down. Yeah, and don't angle, don't wave dash into me. Right? Angle, it's straight wave dash down. Exactly. The skill is not to get as close as possible. The skill is to be safe. Right. And so do you see how at the beginning of this lesson you displayed very little control on approaching the spot? And now you're establishing creativity and control. Don't get too close. And wave dash down, yeah. Remember that wave dash down stops your momentum. You don't have to be dashing perfectly. And I think there's too many times you let it rip too close. You know, simplify the dash movement. Think about each time you press the stick. You know, you're not pressing the stick to become this flowing river of randomness. And you should never ever be hit by this. Alright, this is the exact same lesson with the landmine, right? You just keep running into the landmine. Alright, so stop running into the landmine, alright? Do this practice by yourself, and consciously think about wave dash down. And right now your dash things are just overcomplicated.
Yeah.
Right. I'll show you just real quick how you should look. It's just wave dash down. Yeah. Just you have to display a lot more discipline on where you end with your feet, right?
Yeah.
Because even though we did the landmine lesson, and even though we did the F smash stuff, you started like losing discipline as the match went on. Right. And I also mentioned running shield, right?
Yep.
Don't overcomplicate this approach. It's just dash into shield, or run into shield. Right. Don't do wave dash shield. Right. Just run shield. Exactly. You can run into me and then block the F smash and be safe. You can literally time it so that you just block this F smash. There you go. Right. Can you please block it? There you go. Right, and then I need you to punish it.
Sure.
Look at timing. Alright. Take it easy, take it easy. Slow down. Slow down. Don't stop dash dancing. You're not dash dancing and like thinking about how you're coming in. Right? I'm literally just spamming it on a cycle.
Yeah.
Right? This is a metronome practice, right? So you just need to, one is not get hit by it, right? Never ever get hit by it. So you can always just stop yourself from running into the spot. Right? You don't that's not a timing issue, that's a spacing issue, right?
Yeah.
And the second one is timing. There are a lot of times where you're running into the move without blocking it.
Alright.
So stop overcomplicating your movement and simplify the problem. It's a timing and spacing problem, right? So just running block it. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Good. Alright, next time you're gonna grab it. Better. Sick. Okay. Same thing goes with wave dash down, right? So like you can wave dash down here and then dash grab this.
Yep.
Okay? So I want you to do that. Now, what I want to start with it is stop dash dancing.
Yeah.
You are not in control of what's happening. Do you know how I know?
Because I'm running right in.
Well, no, because there are times where I'm doing this, right? And I want you to dash to the right for a second. Alright. So, like, this is not what it should look like. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, this is when I should be going in.
Yeah, yeah. But there's too many times you're not controlling yourself. You're just going left and right without thinking about where you are, what's going on, or... I'm pretty sure you're just moving left and right. Right? So be more conscious of the timing and of when you're about to go in. Right? You don't have to do everything out of dash dance. Right? So like, you can just do this lesson this way.
Yeah, just raw dash. Alright.
Good. Right? And the point of this game is not to be the most lightning fast, I don't even know what I'm doing game, right? This is not Heart of the Cards.
Yeah, this is just bait you.
Well, no, it's not bait.
Well,
This is good form, dude.
Yeah.
This is good form. You're never gonna get hit by Wake Up F Smash, because you're never gonna be too close to it. Right now, you're just moving your body willy-nilly. Right?
yeah.
So stop moving your body in bad places. You can up there that. Good. So you just have to really appreciate this most basic concept.
Yeah.
Don't ever stop here. And there's a continuation that you keep running into it. Right? And you have to notice that it's your choice to enter it. I'm not doing anything different, right? It's all up to you.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're continually overriding some decisions that you've like executions you've learned, right? So like wave dash down or like dash wave dash down, right? I'm trying to keep it simple with you, and you keep going back to these weird habits or patterns that just override the simplicity of what I'm trying to teach you. Right? Just never ever get hit by this. Yeah. It's like you're trying to run before you can walk, you know?
Yeah.
Just stop getting hit by it. I think you also just don't appreciate how big the hitbox is. Right. Your dash is very far. You don't need to get that close to me. Good. There. Right. Do you see, like, the point is not to get so close that I think you're already on top of it, right?
Yeah.
Just don't even get inside of that move.
Alright.
Right? Perfect. And then, yeah, abuse your dash. And then anytime you get closer to that, you can use block as well, right?
Yep.
So I want you to running block this one. Good. Alright. Running block. That's better. Out of the block, you can do nair, or shine, or grab, or up smash. Remember those.
Alright.
Right? You don't have to roll out of this. Right? You can actually nair me out if you block this.
Alright.
So I want you to running block and then nair. Alright, try not to full up it. Yeah. This is okay. Right, and then you can also wave dash out too. Wave dash out a shield. Oh, you gotta practice wave dash out a shield. You can use 2 triggers or 1. I use 1.
Yeah.
You can do it with 1 or it's neither. But I don't want you to keep rolling out a shield. Rolling out a shield will lose you your shield punishes. So definitely practice those. Alright, Havard, I'm gonna let you do the drill, or the mind exercise, while I write down a few notes for you, okay?
Alright.
Training mode. Go.
Can you move? Yes. Alright, so where are we? I'll get you another one. Deal with that. Alright, Havard, we started this lesson with you were approaching Marth carelessly or recklessly.
Yeah.
And then we talked about ways to control your movement. Or wave dash down, and running shield. I gotta message this guy. You doing running wave dash down?
Yeah.
So when you block, make sure you're actually doing something out of block, right? There's a couple times you run up to here and block. I don't want you to unshield, right? So when you unshield, this is what you're gonna do in the game,
Yeah.
right? So I don't want you to grab either, right? You're not grabbing from this distance. Right, you cannot actually grab me from this distance, right? So the point of blocking is to do other things like wave dash out of block, right? So you can block, wave dash down, right? You can block and then short hop or roll or whatever, or you can just wave dash down. You don't have to block, right? But there's too many times where you're just consistently entering in the zone recklessly.
Yeah.
Right. The point is not to hit the mine. The point is not to make me think you're gonna hit the mine either. You don't have to get that close, dude. You know?
Yeah.
The point is to avoid the mine entirely. So just don't mess with the mine. Display some control with your movement. Ah, meant to not press that. My bad. What did I do? What did I do? There we go. Alright. So that was the first topic, not running into Marth like that. Alright, and then we went over some dashes, right? So you can do the dash grab.
Yep.
I want you to show me dash drill. Alright, so do it onto me and connect with the shine afterwards. Alright, so you want to do the shine and then get the grab also, right? So it's going to be a drill, shine, grab. Or wave dash after the shine. Okay. Not bad. Let's do it in practice mode. And you can actually do this on CPUs as well. So, alright, do it on me. Okay, so right now, you're starting your drill a little too far.
Yeah.
Alright, it's okay to not do the rising version of it.
Alright.
There you go, that's a little bit better. Oh, that's my percent, or your percent, shit. A little better. That's good. Make sure that, yeah, whichever side that you connect the shine on. So, like, if you jump past me,
I have to wave dash back.
Yeah,
instead
exactly.
of forwards.
yeah. And there's a couple times where you're missing your wave dash out, and I'm wondering if you're trying to jump too early. Is it better? Good. So what you're gonna notice is even if I roll out of the shine, you still have enough time to grab it if you execute the wave dash of the shine correctly, right?
Yeah.
So there's two parts right now that are giving you trouble. Right, one is the L cancel shine, and then the other part is the wave dash out of shine. Right. So there are some times where you're not doing it fast enough or far enough to get the grab.
All right.
All right. So I'll do it one more time. Close. All right. So the way you can practice this at home by yourself is here. Can you press A? Sweet. So you're gonna pick Fox, and then you're gonna put the enemy on Marth. Go to FD. Set him to evade. Yep. And then number 1 CPU. Right.
Nope.
Yeah, finish is actually the wrong button. I was like, what? The first time I pressed that. Yeah, set him to evade. Alright, so when you get close to him, he's gonna run away. Right?
Yep.
So try to drill him, yeah, exactly, after he jumps. Alright, so I don't want you to meet him in the air.
Yeah.
It was close. Alright, so right now you gotta get a couple skills down, which is like aiming that drill and then connecting all this follow-up, right? This is very consistent damage across the board against Marth.
Yeah.
And every single percent, no matter what position you're in, drill, shine, up throw, or up smash is good. Right? So right now you have poor damage building against Marth because this is his like bread and butter. Right? And you gotta really nail this part down. You were getting a few dash grabs on me earlier too, but you need to focus on aerial to shine, right? Particularly Nair, or sorry, drill. Nair can work, but right now start with drill. Right, and there's a couple times where after the wave dash out of shine, right? You're not moving quick enough. So it's okay to also just break it down. Right? You don't have to try it on him every single time, right? So right now, like your wave dash out of shine form needs to be improved. So try to just practice that right now without even hitting him. Yeah. But not just wave dash out, right? You need to do wave dash out, dash grab. Right? And so do you see how there's many sections of this where you're still lagging behind?
Yeah.
Right? And don't be afraid to stop and segment to each one and identify the problems. That was a cleaner one. Right? And until you can positively reinforce the good timings, you're going to sloppily continue just jutting along. Right? And you don't want to jut along. You want to understand the correct timing per piece. Right? It's a very interwoven game.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're gonna be sloppy on all parts, your entire gameplay is gonna be sloppy. But if you can clean up one bit at a time, you'll have a reference to what's working. So right there, the L cancel. Right. You're not fast falling or L canceling. And if this guy is just moving too much, put him on stand, you know, and try to just get the combo on him. But right now, you just need to focus on these individual parts before you can bring him into tournament. Because right now, it doesn't look like you're able to just build easy, consistent damage, right?
Yeah.
So put him to stand right now. Right, so that wave dash, right? You gotta work on that wave dash, right? So like stop hitting him. Stop hitting him and just work on the shine wave dash part. Right? Your timing is still not perfect. There's a weird delay right now. It can be much faster than this. Right, you can jump out on the second frame. You're like waiting like the maximum amount of frames, like 4 or something. Let me in the game. No, you have to finish.
Oh.
Training mode.
And then back out.
Survival class. Ready? Go.
Right, so yeah, your shine timing is not very fast right now. Alright, stop, look at me. That was better. That was better. So definitely speed up the shine wave dash out. Yeah. There's a couple times where you're just doing it not the fastest as possible, and it needs to be as fast as possible. There you go. You'll start noticing when you delay it. If you can see the shine for too long, it should just be a quick spark. Yeah. You should not see the full octagon, you know, very easily. Right. And then, yeah, your wave dash angle is not very high right now. So the amount you wave dash out can be increased. Which is a separate skill, right? Right now, you might want to just work on this one with me. Getting a steeper angle, yeah. Because right now, you just, every time you wave dash out, is a very shy angle. Right, and so we're breaking down the tech skill one by one. Right, I'm definitely not telling you to smush this all together and get it all right, all together.
Yeah.
Right, and identify which parts are not working, right? Because like you didn't notice your shines were slow.
Yeah.
Right, so show me shine wave dash again. A little bit better. The length is better. The length is a little bit better. Yeah, you just need to jump a little bit faster. There you go. That's better. Okay, and then after you wave dash, don't keep holding down. Yeah. There you go, that's better. There's a couple times where after you end the wave dash, you're still squatting. And you wanna be dashing already. Yeah, there you go. Much better form already. Alright, and you're also missing your dash timing. So after you wave dash, you can dash a little bit faster. Yeah, there you go. So there are a couple times where, like, after wave dash, you just would, like, yeah, there you go. You didn't dash on the very first frame that your wave dash ended. You can learn all these things in 20XX too, right? Do you know any about these overlays and colors and stuff?
I've looked at a few guides, but I haven't actually implemented any of it yet.
Okay. I'm not going to get too specific in it because there's definitely resources online, but the point of it is right now is like just mastering this shine wave dash out and grabbing, or shine wave dash up smashing, right? Like this alone, Havard, will double your damage in every matchup. At least double, maybe even quadruple. Right? Literally, Fox is the only character in the game that can approach every single matchup with get shine to follow up. Right, and right now, your shine to follow up is not very strong. So
Alright.
like with the Fox Ditto, right? You just like get me to a certain percent, maybe like 40-ish, and then you can do any shine follow up you want. Shine leads to like perfect tech chases or offstage, right? Same with Marth.
Survival. Mark.
Right? No matter what percent I am, no matter what stage we're on, if you can just find a way to enter the shine, yeah, drill, shine, grab, right? But right now you're still having trouble against one is like a target that's not even moving, you know?
Yeah.
How are you gonna do well against a person fighting you? Right?
Yeah.
And then the first part of the lesson was like you're just running into moves, right? Don't ever run into the move, right? Nothing begs you to come in. You choose to come in. Good. Right? So even when he's not just timing it like that, right? You just have to pretend it's already there. Right, and there's a couple times also, Havard, that your response out of shield is roll. Right, you need to not roll every time. Where are we at? I don't have any notes. Okay, so we first started with how do I don't have any notes? I thought I just wrote this down. It was like running in neutral recklessly. Wave dash down plus running shield. Shine follow-ups. Shine wave dash. Follow-ups. We did the motion sensor exercise. We did the training mode exercise. Alright, let's play stock.
Ready. Go.
Good spacing. Good. Found that drill. Not bad. Alright, so if I'm ever jumping, this is the next part of the lesson. Alright, don't drill when he's jumping.
Alright.
Alright, do you know what to do when he's jumping?
Nair.
That's a good one, right? So I want you to practice nair into like a shine or nair into dash. Probably at this percent, you just dash after the nair, okay?
Yeah.
A little bit better, yeah. Not bad. And be more confident with that positioning we talked about before, right? Where you kind of like got to that spot that you would normally drill at, right? Exactly, like right around here. And then you like go in for that drill. Try to go in for that nair that way, right? Yeah, there you go. The low percent nair is a little harder, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Survival.
let's talk about this stage real quick. Alright, so one thing I don't want you to do is do this. Right? So show me that body movement again. You went up to this platform, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you know why I don't want you to do that?
I'm giving up stage control.
No.
No.
No, you're still on the right side of the stage.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm doing?
Marth, bad.
Yeah, do you see all these moves, dude?
Yeah, they cover the same horizontal space, like, but they cover.
Well,
The wall extends vertically.
well,
not
just no, no,
changing
no,
anything,
just
is what I'm
stay
saying.
up there, stay up there, stay up there. Like, how are you beating any of these? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no situation in which you jump above me, and I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Right? There's just no way you're gonna go up here and hit me when I'm over here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, exactly. When you're here, nothing compels you to go up, besides you wanted to just be up there yourself with movement, right? Nothing in this matchup, like what Martha's good at, what you're good at, should dictate you to go up there.
Yeah.
Right? You kind of just like moved around the stage. You just like, I'm up here now. Right? But Marth has all these moves that are just gonna fight you that way.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way Fox is gonna jump on top of him and Marth's not gonna like cover his above space. Right? So when you get to this spot, don't leave this spot by going somewhere else, right? When you get to the spot, it's okay. You don't have to do something else. All the lessons are going out the window, man. Remember what we talked about? Get close, and then stop. It's no different, yeah. It's no different because there's platforms, right? It's the same lesson on FD. You're still just getting too close. You can do better than that. And so notice how like you shined me, right? And then you ran after me. Right?
Yeah.
But remember, if Marth can fit in this timing, just wait. You never ever have to get close to him if he's not in lag, right? Wait till he's in lag. Don't up smash like that. Okay, at this percent, if you're not gonna get these shine follow-ups, you gotta nair or grab. Wave dash down. Yeah. Remember wave dash down, dude. Hey, don't overcomplicate it. Right? This is the exact same lesson as FD. You don't need to get too close. And you really need to improve those shine follow-ups, right? Every time you're connecting me, you're only doing like 6 damage. Right?
Yeah.
A better player would kill me for this mistake. A little bit better. Right. So definitely work on those shine follow-ups by yourself at home. Right. I can't do anything for you besides point out how to improve them. So
Yeah.
step by step, dude. And don't skip the steps. Don't sloppily jot them together and then work on the next part. Right. Figure out what's going wrong. Are you missing the fast fall? Are you missing the L cancel? Are you not wave dashing out of the shine correctly? Sometimes you're still missing that dash after wave dash. You're dashing too late after your wave dash.
Yeah.
Right. And if you don't get these follow-ups on your punish, there's not much I can teach you, right? I can teach you to avoid the attack, and I can teach you how to punish it, right? But you gotta do those two things. Right now you're not L canceling. You don't have to wait that far either.
Yeah.
Like the range of the S smash is not. I'm not gonna hit you. Yeah, from that range. There you go. Right. You don't have to start from that far away. Yeah, exactly. The point is not to approach me, you know, from 30 yards away. And these follow-ups you need to get much cleaner at, right? You can't just keep improving with these random attacks, right?
Yeah.
It's been 6 or 7, you know, attempts on this punish, and you haven't killed me yet. Right. I would just say you really have to just drill the shine punish.
Yeah.
Not much else I can get on that. Until you can get grabs off those shines, you're not gonna start dealing good damage to Marth. Another one is just F smash, up smash. Sorry, you can just running up smash this. Alright, if you really just want to keep it simple, just up smash it. No, dude. Like,
No.
what I'm getting at is your damage output is so bad that you might want to just think about just up smash. Right, until you get more control over your tech skill and yourself, just keep it very simple. Right. Like that's like 5 of your previous approaches. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like per encounter, you're not controlling yourself. Like I know you want to do good stuff, but like you have to look at it objectively. You hit Marth 7 times with drill, and nothing happened, right?
Yeah.
So just do what you can actually do with the tools that you actually know how, right? Like don't think about theoretical stuff. Don't think about what's possible. Like use the actual tools you're good at, right? Remember what we started with dash dancing, like how you were dash dancing poorly. It's because you were using a tool you're not actually good at.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right. So don't use fake tools. Right. Use the exact tools you know to use exactly. Right. So if yeah, come time in the match, it's just this. Just up smash him, dude. Or up throw. I don't know. Just do something that will do the most amount of damage. Because if you keep doing, you know, willy-nilly damage, he's just gonna do willy-nilly damage back to you. Right? And this is just obvious examples of you like having the ability to punish, right? You have the free hit. And you just maximize it. Right? And maybe, dude, maybe you can just beat people by just always just getting close and then up smashing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always just, like, wave dash down near somebody and just up smash them. Yeah. Like, this skill is definitely something you can just get better at, which is get close, wave dash down, and then hit them. Right?
Yeah,
You still need practicing on all these other things like shine follow-ups and these other aspects, but just do what you can actually do, you know?
for sure.
Don't try to do a punish that's too hard. Don't miss out on damage, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, let's play a stock and then end the lesson, right? Just do 3 stocks. Okay, okay. Alright, you don't want to just get a dash attack, right?
Yeah.
And there are times, dude, it's okay to not go in. You can block. Or wave dash down and reset. There's just too many times you're still running into F smash. Right?
Yeah.
So definitely display more control on movement. Be okay with like blocking or not running in. There's some times where, you know, if you're late, dude, you're gonna be late.
Yeah.
And then as you remember on the last couple times, it's just do the damage that you can do. There are a couple times you dash attacked me, and you know you know you could have punished that better, but it comes with control, right? Just gotta practice those offensive combos. I showed you those practice modes with the training.
Yeah. The motion sensor and the evade and stand.
I definitely recommend them, dude. Definitely practice the drill L cancel too. All right, Havard, man. Thanks for taking the lesson.
Thanks for giving it.
Hey, man. I'll message you the payment info.
All right. Thanks.
All right, man. Thanks.